check it out. Little dingers like that one right there. Got to push them out from behind, which means I gotta find them with the tip of this and push them out. It takes a minute. Alright, so what I'm doing here, I'm setting up the running boards to accept the brand new trim. These are our originals. And what I've done is transferred the pattern to mount the trim onto the new pieces. I've protected the new rubber with some masking tape and also given myself a place to write and transfer the pattern. So I've centered all my holes, gone over everything with a micrometer to make sure it's equal distance all the way down, and it is. That was a process. That was yesterday. So today I'm drilling all my holes first to get through the plate and get through the aluminum with a, I guess it's a 9/64 bit, and then I'm coming back with a die grinder and removing some excess rubber. When these screws are in the new trim, they need to go in these holes accurately, but they don't need to be tight. If they're tight, then I'm pushing on the trim to get it through, and they can dent it, they can make a mark, it can fold in half. But I still don't want it to be all wiggly inside the aluminum plate that's on the back of my running board here. This is an aluminum plate cut to shape, and these are the rubber caps. I mean, it's got masking tape on it, but it looks identical to the original in the rubber underneath. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11. Check out these screws. These have been machined with the edges lopped off like that to go inside the ridge inside this trim, the channel on the back side of the trim. So after I've taken the die grinder bit to open up the rubber on every single hole, but not the aluminum underneath, I can get them to where they can fit in, and I can slide it around and check my fit. I already know it's going to be good. I've measured it 90 times, checked it again and again and again. But I don't want to put any stress on this brand new running board trim. I want it to go in loose but fit accurately, but still allow me just a little bit of wiggle room to take it on and off. Again, I'm not going to force it. I want it to fall right into place, and it should. So I'm going to go through, double check all my screws. This one's a little lopsided, so I got to slide her up. There we go. And it should just fall right in, and it does, except for this. There we go. And now, because I've left a little bit of tension off of it, should be able to slide it forward. Oh, that's why. There we go. Slide her forward just a bit. That's why the masking tape is on the piece, to protect the rubber underneath. But with these, all of these screws, difficult to slide. Okay. There we go. That's it. Just like that. Now on the back side, it's come through like that. It's going to go through the running board and the factory holes, because remember, I took my pattern from the factory running board. So we shouldn't have to drill into our original running boards to make these fit. which is a common problem when putting running boards on running board pads on original running board plates. So, killing 3 birds with 1 stone. Get 2 birds with 1 stone.
Well, I'm wet sanding the hood out, looking for little tiny nuggets, and then I'm just gonna wet sand the whole hood and polish it out. These parts were painted like, I don't know, a month or 2 ago, and then they've been sitting out in the sun a bunch, and we brought them in and reshot them, and now they're gonna get wet sanded and polished out. And Harlan's over there in the corner playing with the headlight tips, and they went through a lot of work too. They were sprayed a couple weeks ago, and they've been sitting outside. I put them on the shipping container to really bake the heat.
Carefully wet sand them with 2000, making sure it don't burn through.
Oh, you can't, man. There's plenty on there.
Well, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you're 2000.
I'm still being careful around the edges and around any raised areas, but you know, getting ready to buff these, I gotta get all the peel out of them. They'll be like the last when we're done.
I put 3 coats on yesterday. We already done 3 coats on it before, and then we wet sanded the whole things out to 600, 800, 1,000. And they've been sitting for a while and tightening up and getting perfected out. Now we're putting on a flow coat, and we're wet sanding and buffing that out too. All is this doing is mechanical adhesion, sanding it so everything will stick, making it smoother.